Alright, welcome back. Today we are working on a map image with easy dots and titles using only CSS and HTML, because you can't really do it without HTML because you need that as well. What we will end up here with is a map where you can move your mouse over the top of it and it will show you some more information with dots. But the best way of showing this is to paste my code in here, and we're actually going to rename these because I got this from my code archive. So the way I have this set up is I'll just reformat this a little bit. We need to actually have a wrap for where we're going to set our map image. So we're going to put that there, and then we're going to go a map dot, and then we have a map dot class, which is the overall for these two dots, and then we have a map dot 1 and 2, so we can move these dots around by themselves, and then we have the content, which we're going to hide and show as we mouse over this map dot, and then we have the content within the dot content. So then we'll add some styles here as well. Apparently my keyboard is very noisy. I have actually coded this one a little while ago, so I will just paste it in and talk through how the styles all work, and that's very messy, isn't it? And we'll just reload that, see what it looks like now. So this is our map. It's just a basic world map that I found somewhere. I think it was a stock image. And map item 1 and map item 2 as you mouse over them. So I'll just talk through this CSS and how it works. So the wrap just has font family sans serif as everything, because otherwise the fonts look a bit ugly to start with. Then our map wrap div, which is this one here, our main wrap, actually sets the image as the background with center and no repeat, so it fits the image in this size. And we set the size to cover so that it's filling the whole div, and then you can set the height and width of the map with these two here. And margin 0 auto, so it will always center itself even if I resize this. The only issue with this is it has a max width of whatever you set as the width here, and it's relative so that we can add things on the top of it. Now we have our map dot, hover over and dot content. So as we mouse over the map dot, it will show the dot content which we have hidden. And the dot content just has a kind of a semi-clear background. As you can see, it's a little bit see-through. That's why we set the background as 255, and then we put 0.8 as the opacity. I'll just tab these in because they're kind of annoying me. And we have padding 10 and border radius to make it round. This is the content within the dot as you mouse over. And we have shadow and width and all that kind of stuff there. And then we have our map dot hover over, which will actually change the dot background to disappear. So as you mouse over, you want this dot to disappear, which it does, and so that then we can see our dot content in there. The actual map dot is our rounded item here, and you can set that to any color you want. If you wanted a red dot, you could set it to red and then save and reload, and our dots go to red, which is a very handy feature of VS Code. And we have the border radius 20 and the height and width to 30 so that it is a round item, and we want this also to be absolute so that we can position it within this map window. So, and then this is why I have map.1 and 2 on here, and I set it to, these are absolute, so there, if you put an absolute item within something that's relative, it will move like absolutely to this element here. So then we just have our top. This one I set top to pixels and this to percentage. I think percentage is a bit easier to use. I'm not sure why I have one as pixels, that's just for the demo. You could just add 20% here and reload, and then it will move it 20% from the top. The second one, I don't know why that's affecting that one. 40%. Save and reload that. I think that this map.1 and 2, yeah, this is 1 and that's map item 1, and this is actually map item 2, which is confusing me because that is dot 2. There we go. So now we have red dots and map items sitting on there. You can add another dot quite easily if you wanted to. You could just add dot 3 by copying this and then change this to dot 3 and map item 3. You could even put an image in there if you want to put any content here you like, really. And then we just put a map dot 3, change this to 3. And then we set this to top of 60 and left 80%. And then we should have a dot over here somewhere when we reload. Yeah, so then we have 1, 2, and 3. So there we go. It's kind of a cool interactive map thing going on here. So yes, that is it. That is the code for the day. If this helped you out, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.